spectators are urged to arrive early at the FNB Stadium in Soweto, where Kaizer Chiefs and Mamelodi Sundowns will be facing each other in the Betway Premiership match this afternoon. I believe it starts at 3. Authorities are encouraging spectators to use public transport simply because the parking restrictions are there, and also there's expected to be quite some congestion. But SABC News Sport presenter Nicole Kente is monitoring the situation outside FNB Stadium. Nicole, thank you so much for your time. I see there isn't much activity currently happening. What are you expecting? What are you seeing? And I've been thinking about the Kaizer Chiefs match during the weekend, wondering how much that win of theirs with Spectators F.C. is going to be, rein them on and empowering them in this particular game.
A very good afternoon to you, colleague, and good afternoon to the viewers as well. Yes, you are quite right. We are here at the FNB Stadium. It is match day 3 of the Betway Premiership. We are expecting to see Kaizer Chiefs taking on Mamelodi Sundowns this afternoon at 3 p.m. Just a quick note also to our viewers there, colleague, that SABC1 is going to be airing the game as well. We are live from 2:30, so they are going to be having a nice little build-up half an hour before the game. Before we speak about the actual game, as you can see behind me, it is still a little bit quiet, but I mean it's not 12 midday as yet, so surely definitely fans are still making their way to the stadium. We do have here with us SA Stadium Management CEO Bertie Grobelaar, just to quickly get a sense from him in terms of the numbers at the stadium. As you do know, the FNB Stadium does have a capacity of around 88,000 people, so we just want to hear from him in terms of the tickets that have been sold for the game today, as well as ticketing. We have had spectators complain in the past regarding ticketing systems, and also the security aspect of the game as well, which we know is very, very important. So let me quickly, without wasting any more time, just quickly rope in Bertie. Bertie, very good afternoon to you. That I'm saying good afternoon, it still is morning, even though even though the sun is out. Thank you so much for your time. Bertie, just quickly for the benefit of our viewers, how many people can we expect? I checked the numbers yesterday, and the last I checked it was roughly 32,700. I do understand those numbers have increased, so what does it look like now?
Yeah, Nicole, you're 100% correct. It's a calm before the storm. In about an hour you will see much more movement and activity here. So as we stand here, we're reaching close to 60,000 tickets sold.
That is a lot. That's quite a lot of feet in the stadium. So looking at a number that big, just speak to us about the safety element of it. I mean, of course, you do have, we saw as we were driving in, JMPD is, all over the place, and you do have other security officials within and around the stadium as well. In terms of 60,000 capacity, roughly how much security, how much JMPD do you need for that number of people?
Yeah, our current planning is on a capacity of 75,000, so we plan for 75. So if the tickets get to that point, we will be ready as well. So you've got in the region of 1,600 security personnel. JMPD deployed at close to 500 personnel, and that's not including all the other role players that's also involved with the security. We've got the Gautrain security personnel also involved, because we've got that traffic transport option. So it's a huge deployment, but the battle always remains those people against the unticketed and the fake ticket holders that we're definitely going to have here today again.
Definitely. I mean, when you speak about the battle remains, I actually wanted to ask you about the game that we saw between Kaizer Chiefs and Arrows about a week ago. I think it was around Women's Day, and there were many people here, and I should think at that game you may have had a number of unticketed people as well. There were some individuals, that I know personally, who were at the game, and just leaving, they were a bit worried about their safety. There was actually almost a stampede as well. So what else have you put in place to go ahead and mitigate those types of factors to ensure that come the end of the game today, regardless of the outcome, because we know fans are also, the behavior depends on how the game goes. So regardless of how the game ends, that it will still be safe for everybody.
Yeah, and my comment now is not a passing of the ball, but remember the fixture that you referred to was a PSL Cup fixture. managed by the PSL and the different ticketing entity that was deployed by the PSL. This is our second fixture that we're managing at the venue. The first one was on Wednesday, where I lost my voice, and this is our second one. We based our planning on the lessons learned from the previous derby in the previous season. So there's been a couple of changes with the access control that I obviously don't want to disclose now. People will be surprised when they enter the venue. And all the infrastructure has been tested. The ticketing platform operates well. We've got additional Wi-Fi connectivity, although you don't need it to access the venue. And I want to get back to what I said to you now. The fight is going to be between those people without tickets trying to gain access. You referred to the fixture on Sunday, the cup fixture. What is ironic is I saw on social media some footage of people saying the gates were broken open. The gates that was referred to was open. It was not closed. The turnstiles was on free flow with that game. So there's a lot of people trying to create perceptions unnecessarily as well. And I'm not disregarding the safety and security measures. That's top of our priority. But if we win the battle on the outside with the scanning, with the unticketed patrons, then we're good to go today.
Just a quick question. I just want to piggyback off something that you just said now. You know, when you speak about spectators that come in with fake tickets, how do you manage something like that? Because this is something that has happened, and not only in football, in various sporting codes over many, many years. So how do you go ahead and manage that? And, you know, how much risk does it pose to, you know, you as a stadium manager, the stadium itself, everybody else in the stadium on a match day when you do have people like that are coming in, or at least trying to get in?
See, the management aspect of that is it's not easy to do, but it's manageable if you've got people coming in at a slow pace and at a steady pace. But these gangs are organized, so they approach the security and the access management protocols in groups, and then they try and overpower. And I think that is where there might be a surprise today with the collaboration between SABC, responsible for crowd control, and the security for crowd management. So in terms of the plan, there's definitely going to be, those people are going to be dealt with without tickets. But you can just imagine if you are responsible for scanning and you've got a scanning device and you've got 20 people on top of you, not in a row, and their aim is to create chaos to get past you. They're going to get past you if they're 20. So it's the backup system to that we're trying to reinforce today.
For the fans who are coming in who just really, really want to enjoy the game, you know, Kaizer Chiefs fans, Mamelodi Sundowns fans, in terms of what you can disclose, because I did hear you say you can't really disclose certain things, with regards to ticketing, will it be smooth sailing for them at least to just simply scan their ticket, no ticketing system breaking or perhaps being faulty or, hanging or stuff like that?
Yes, technology always got its way, but it's all been tested. There's been certificates issued on the infrastructure, the platform, and the scanning devices by the ticketing company. So all systems go. Can I give you a 100% guarantee that there will be no issues? No, I can't. But then the contingency plans needs to kick in. And we've got a very experienced team in the VOC looking after the safety of the spectators. But my dream for this season is that we can deal with those people that's not supposed to be here, that's making our lives difficult and encroaching on the enjoyment of legitimate ticket holders. We need to focus on that.
Definitely. But I'm going to let you go. I know that you do have a lot to do, but thank you so much for giving us your time. Colleague, if we just have time, I do see two Kaizer Chiefs fans right next to me. So very quickly, please, let me just quickly rope them in. Sirs, a very good afternoon to you and a good afternoon to the very, very cute baby over here. Just tell us, I mean, it's obvious who you are supporting today. It is still early days, you know. You are, of course, log leaders, but I'm sure that you will remember season 2019, 2020, there was a time that we did see Kaizer Chiefs at the top of the log for a very long time, and you lost it at the very, very last second. So what are you expecting to happen today?
What I'm expecting today is for the guys to take 3 points. They must take this game seriously. They must know that they play for the badge. They don't play for themselves. They play for more than million supporters that are supporting them. What happened on 2020 during COVID, I don't think it's going to happen again. They must make sure that they collect as much as points as possible.
Sir, you?
The thing is, Kaizer Chiefs have been cruising nice under the cruise this season. So Sundowns, they stand no chance against Kaizer Chiefs. And then the history won't repeat itself this season because we've got young players who are hungry to perform, and then they know what it means to wear the gold and black jersey.
Thank you so much, Diabo. As I hand over back to you, as you can hear one of the fans there saying Sundowns don't stand any chance today because the Kaizer Chiefs fans are quite hungry to go ahead and not only win this fixture but go ahead and win the season. And as you heard the other gentleman behind me, he mentioned that what happened in 2019-2020 where we saw Kaizer Chiefs at the top of the log for a very long time. I think that was around 28 out of 30 matches they were match days they were out of at the top of the league. He says that that will not happen again. But look, we'll see what happens. And just a reminder to our viewers as well that we are going to be airing this game on SABC 1 and they can tune in from 2:30.